Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Got to turn on the microphones. There you go. And bring all that down. A little crazy. So it's the In Wheel Time Car Show, your weekly go-to all things automotive place. Ahead, we'll have the events calendar, which we've already done. And the stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, I'm Jeff Zekin, not Don. Okay, you know, Don's a little taller.
Got more hair.
About the same color. But.
Same color. And we've got Mr. Mike Mars at the end of the dais down there. Awesome young man. We've got King Conrad DeLong, another awesome young man.
Jeffrey would be sitting here.
Would be here.
But we need more Jeff,
so we got him over here.
Jeff is sitting in.
And Don is out flying. He's out doing his flying, and hopefully he's got a parachute.
Yeah, well, we imagine there's something quite important in Houston that they called him.
Not. You know,
they called him in to go airborne this morning.
Could be.
So we hope whatever it is, everybody's being safe. And
it could be a parade. It could be.
Oh, the art car parade's going on today.
Is that today?
I believe so.
Okay. And it's a lovely day here in Sugar Land.
Lovely day in the neighborhood. Speaking of lovely days.
Okay. We're going to go to.
Let's bring in.
Wait a minute.
You got it, Mike?
You got a sound here, Michael?
I got a Zoom right here. You ready?
Yep, let's bring him up.
How about that? Hello, good morning.
No.
We're there?
Are you there? No.
Did I turn him off? Turn him on.
We got
to turn him on.
He is on.
Turn his sound on. Now we can hear you.
Beautiful. You there?
Good morning.
There you are.
Scared me.
Hey, you know what? You know how did Don get out of work today?
I don't know.
He got called in. I was beginning to wonder if you got called in as well, if something was going on, but I really think it's the art car parade.
I tell you what, we are down in Galveston this morning. What a beautiful morning, by the way, fellas.
Yep.
And it's so good to see you guys this morning. We're down in Galveston, ensuring that the the Lone Star Rally is safe. I'll tell you a little preview of last night. I mean, I know they had some problems in Houston last night, but down here in Galveston, all is well. Of course, we want to continue. I hate to be a dapper of bad news, Mr. Mars, but we want to continue to tell folks, look, enjoy your weekend and your holidays for that matter. By not drinking and driving.
Amen.
And we still have that problem here in the state. And I just wish people would adhere to our message because we were not short of arresting drunk drivers last night. But as far as a safe rides going down to Galveston and individuals traveling safely going down to the Lone Star Rally and across the state for that matter, it's been a good weekend so far.
Well, let me ask you. Speaking of that,
yeah, do
you actually have? And I can't imagine this, but do you actually have a lot of drunk drivers on motorcycles? I mean, I could wreck a motorcycle without drinking.
Yeah, I mean,
easy.
It's hard enough on two wheels when you're sober.
So I'm with you on that. I'm telling you, you will be surprised the amount of drunk drivers we have driving or operating your 18-wheelers.
Oh,
no.
Man, I'm telling you, with the motorcycle rally down here, people want to have a good time, and I get it. But you have to do it. You have to do it sober.
You got to do it responsible, right? You know, they're that's why they have Uber. You know, let somebody else drive for you if you've overindulged.
Yeah,
did you guys know that tomorrow will be a 20-year, I hate to use the word anniversary, but tomorrow will be a 20-year anniversary stint of this state basically not having a day where there has not been any fatal crashes. There's been a fatal crash in this state for 21 years straight.
Every day.
Every day. So we're trying to combat that. I tell people driving is the most dangerous thing you'll do every day. I've said that on this program for years.
Yes, you have.
And one of the contributing factors that I pulled today, Mr. Mars, is, of course, folks not wearing the old seatbelt. Now, look, now wait, I'm not wearing my seatbelt because I'm parked on the side of the road.
Yeah, you're not driving.
Yeah, I'm not driving. But, I mean, and unfortunately, we're starting to see this in our young kiddos. We worked a fatality crash over in Wharton County, one of our neighboring counties, where 3 young ladies were ejected from their vehicles.
Right,
Neither one were wearing a seatbelt. Sometimes I have to get on my grandmother, bless her heart. She'll drive, and she still drives like this, Mr. Mars. Look.
One arm.
Well, that's so when your brethren pass her, they see the seatbelt out, they might not pull her over. But if they check her license plate number, they're going to know who she is. They're going to pull her over anyhow.
And I like how you're picking on Mike. I love that.
Well, you know,
I got you, man. Hey, you know, Mike, he's kind of our relief sometimes. I'm not saying he's a puncher bag, but he's so easy to pick on.
Well, Sergeant Woodard, you make a great point about seatbelts. People don't understand that seatbelts save lives. Airbags only minimize injury. The seatbelt is what's going to save your life by holding your torso, your waist in place. The airbag just keeps you from getting more injured.
You're absolutely right, my friend.
And it's,
so we have, of course, you guys already know, we have daylight saving time. We have an extra hour of sleep tomorrow.
Yep.
I don't have to rush in to church tomorrow. I got an extra hour.
There you go.
We tell folks, well, the firemen, bless them, a lot of the safety education guys with the fire department, they always tell folks, you know, use daylight savings time as a reminder to change your battery, your smoke alarm or whatever.
Right.
But I want to challenge our listeners. Do me a favor and also add in checking your recalls.
Amen.
Yep.
So if you went to the NHTSA website, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website, and /recalls, NHTSA/recalls, you type in that VIN number of your vehicle, it's going to pop up the recalls of that particular vehicle. I had one on my truck, which was a seatbelt recall. Please do that and check that yearly, because if you're like me, you don't check that mailbox as frequent. My son, bless his heart, he's the number number 1 defensive player in the state, number 4 in the country. So our mailbox is full with literature. So I don't check the mailbox frequently, but when I checked that website, I typed in my VIN number. There it was right there. I had a recall on my Ford F-150 on the seatbelt latch. So please check those recalls. Those safety provisions are there to keep you safe within the vehicle as you're traveling from point A to B and back to A. Let's try to add in every year during daylight savings time, checking the recalls of our vehicles.
Well, and don't think that just because you checked it and you found that one, that there's not going to be another one. Like the Takata airbags.
You need to check with some frequency, and that, you know, because recalls are always being entered in the system. Well, don't think, Sergeant Woodard, don't think you're going to get away with saying that without a follow-up question. So, where's he going to go to college? Where is he thinking of going to college?
Man, he's
Boomer sooner.
Well, hey,
Let's go blue.
I enjoyed that visit, but you know, guys, man, I'm driving all day. I cover 8 counties. So if he went up the road, don't reach through his phone and choke me. But if he went up the road to A&M, that'll be an easy commute for me and Mama.
Yeah, it's 99 miles.
It'd be a great school with such a powerful alumni community and a place of honor for him to play.
Yeah.
As much as
but I'll tell you what, in the meantime, his tail's getting out there and he's going to cut that yard. He's gonna worry about all that.
And then he can think about University of Michigan. There you go.
Hey, to be honest with you, that University of Michigan visit was a good visit.
Yeah, that's
right.
Hey,
real quick, fellas, let me ask you this: Do you think? Okay, I'm going to throw this out there to you. Do you think driving at night through the years, in your opinion, because this is my opinion, well, I'm going to put out a fact. Do you think driving at night has gotten more dangerous?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've always thought driving at night has always been more dangerous than driving during the day. But
so throughout, what we figured out is not only driving at night has become a challenge to our drivers, due to, the influx of cars on the roadway. Of course, we know we're creeping up on hunting season.
Yep.
So the deer are running. Me and the game warden talked about that Thursday. But, man, all the lighting on these vehicles. So you have a lot of these individuals driving around with these illegal halogen lights, the little light bars.
Right.
And state law says that you can't have no more than 4 lights operating on your vehicle in the front at one time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
did not know
yeah.
that.
So if you're like me, you're driving down the road and you have my friend with the nice jacked up Chevrolet 1500 or whatever he has, and he has on that light bar. I mean, you're potentially blinding the person on the other side. You have a lot of our vehicles now that have, tremendous lighting systems,
right.
The car that we have. I mean, the lighting system is just crazy bright, and it's legal.
Yeah.
So
they've gone from the old incandescent bulb to the new, then they went to halogen, and now let's blow halogen away, and we go to these LEDs and these reflectors.
There's super gas in them.
It's that bright white, almost a blue light that comes at you, which can be quite distracting while you're driving.
Yeah, it very well could be. So we want to tell folks to maintain, of course, your sanity while you're driving, but make sure that you're paying attention as you're traveling on the road, because you got to have 3 things when you're driving. Number 1, you got to have that cognitive thinking, so you'll be able to process what's going on around you. Of course, visual, being able to see what's in front of you that's going to you and away from you. And, of course, a manual. So being able to operate the motor vehicle with your hands and feet. So, I mean, driving is a task, and I love doing it. I'm not a big – I mean, I like to fly too, but me and a couple of troopers, we went to Washington, D.C., 2 weeks ago for the police memorial, and we drove from the great state and drove all the way up to DC, and we did what we did, and we drove back. And driving is just it's calming to me, but it's dangerous, man. And of course, for all of our listeners here on In Real Time, I mean, we enjoy that luxury, but please be mindful of it, and also present those habits and those attributes to our kiddos. Oh, yeah. Because I hate to tell you this, friends, man, the fatalities are rising with our kids. Last year, in this state, we had 3,881 fatalities. Fellas, right now, I checked my count. We're almost at 3,600 fatalities.
Oh, my God.
And I hate to say this, we may surpass last year's number. I'm not sure. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but fellas, it's hard when you go knock on these doors after working these crashes, and you tell a family member that your loved one's not coming home. So we take it pretty serious, and lack of better terms, we take it home with us. So
well said.
Be safe.
Well said, Sergeant Woodard. I've got a couple of questions. What are you driving right now? What is your company vehicle that you're in right now?
Really?
New Tahoe.
So we have in the fleet. I have a grocery getter right now. I got a Chevrolet Tahoe.
No, what you're in right now?
What he's in.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Grocery getter. All right.
Yeah, grocery getter. But we have a muscle car in the fleet. It's a Dodge Challenger, but it's only for show. And these cars, man, they'll get up and go. But man, our days of, you guys remember when you were younger, you would see that old state trooper with the Mustang or whatever. Well, now it's all about efficiency and safety. And unfortunately, if I was hit, fortunately, this Tahoe was sustained and absorb better than that Mustang or that Camaro would.
Yeah, it's got a lot of airbags in it. We want to keep you safe, Sergeant Woodard. Yep. We really appreciate what you do for us every day. We love you for it. And thank you very, very much for everything that you do for us. Go Blue.
So let me ask you one more quick question before we run out of time.
Who's in the back seat?
Don.
Yeah, that's where Don went.
Don's in the back seat. We need to send you a picture of Don. That would be way too bad.
Put it in the window.
Yeah. One of those, flat Don pictures, right there. So much for my question. I was just going to ask you. You know, there's some new laws come into effect at different times of the year. We haven't been able to connect with you since.
It's been a while.
I was just wondering if there was anything that came to mind that went into effect. Like, we didn't know about the illegal headlights that you could only have 4 on the front. If there was something else that might pop up.
Then there's those spokey things, those large spokes.
Yeah, those
giant hubcaps.
Wheels.
Right, those giant spokey deals. Yeah. So listen, with those spokey deals, you know, you see some of those deals, you think, man, that has to be illegal. Well, you know, state law says those guys have so many inches, and this is, it also falls under the umbrella for guys towing a large load on the back of his truck. They have so many inches to the left and so many inches to the right that they can operate a motor vehicle. And, you know, believe it or not, fellas, those guys, sometimes they are right there to the T. But it's based on the width of the vehicle. One of the laws that was pertinent that came up was an addition to the school bus lighting law. So check this out. So we know the whole school bus thing. When the school bus stops, they present the stop sign, and we all have to stop. I mean, I have
absolutely.
Not only do I have that oldest boy, but we have 2 younger kids too.
Stop and look around.
Stop and look around. Well, one of the laws that was inundated, which was pretty interesting to me, is now the school system can now drop off electronic equipment and meals to kiddos that are homeschooled or whatever, or maybe the child is going through the COVID deal. So what I tell folks is now you probably need to watch out for these school buses more than just in the morning time in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
You could have a school bus activating its stop sign to drop off food to a child, and this could be 11 o'clock in the afternoon.
Or dinner time, and you're dropping off a dinner meal. Yeah, well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, and it's so many laws out of the 666 laws that were inundated. It was not many that changed within traffic, other than take a look at this one. So we have a racing problem in Houston. That's not a secret.
Yeah.
We have a lot of individuals that come to Houston. They shut down the interstates. Areas like I-45 and the Beltway 8, or areas like 59 and Little York, I-10 and Highway 6. They'll shut down the interstate and they'll conduct their illegal racing. Well, state law has changed now, saying that, hey, if you are participating in a race, hey, we're not only going to put you in jail, but we're going to take your vehicle because it's in commission of the race. So it's just so many different laws that are on the books to protect us, of course, as Texans and as citizens, to make sure that the roadway's safe for us to drive, fellas.
Absolutely. Well said.
There's a reason for that. I mean, and I'm considerably older than you, and I don't mind admitting that years ago we did some street racing.
Considered older than all of us.
But, we went out someplace where there was nobody around. You never heard about people street racing in the 50s and 60s and having wrecks. I mean, they did on movies, but, it just didn't happen. And
well, think about this. Hold on now. And then, back then, you were respectful. You didn't shut down the whole interstate.
No. You went someplace where there was nobody around.
So you would
go like at midnight out in the middle of nowhere because.
And I guarantee you, if that police officer, that trooper came out and said, "Fellas, y'all break it up," y'all pretty much drove off.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If we even saw him, we would kind of ease off a little bit, because we didn't want.
Well, like my friend Archie Bunker said, well, I think it was Edith. They said it together. Those were the days.
Exactly. And it's just, and I think you're right. The respect for what's going on and people has definitely changed. And so, I wouldn't dream of going out and shutting down an interstate to drag race.
And now they have these TV shows that they go to a
street race.
Yeah, street racing.
Yeah, they claim it's street racing and stuff. Yeah, we've had some offers to interview people. We won't do it because we don't want to promote that.
We don't want to promote it.
Yeah.
Sergeant Stephen Woodard with the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Woo-hoo.
We love you. We love what you do for us. We thank you very much for it. Much respect. Enjoy Galveston this weekend because I know it's going to be a hoot.
I got one final question.
Yeah.
And thanks for
Sgt Woodard. I'm going to be down in Galveston at the Hooly Hooly Hut. My band is playing there, so come on by. I'll get you a cup of coffee and introduce you to some folks. And again, 7 to 10 tonight. I don't know what your shift is, but we'll be there.
I plan on being there tonight. If you and I may come in street clothes since you're talking about a bar.
There you go.
But if you can, Mr. Morris, text me his number, and that'll be great.
Oh, cool.
Fellas, I appreciate you always inviting me on In Wheel Time, but I got to go. I got to get Don's getting a little unruly.
Look at that.
Sergeant Woodard, God bless you.
Thank you very
so
much. You bet.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
He's always a hoot. He's always a hoot.
Wonderful.
Always, I learned something from him every time.
Absolutely. Okay, so we are coming up on the top of the second hour, and I've got buttons to push and things to read and all kinds of stuff. So where are we at, Mike?
I think we're pretty good. Our next guest is rolling in here. We're going to get situated
That'll
there.
be 10 o'clock. And online, a couple of people have asked for us to give out Sergeant Stephen Woodard with the Texas Department of Public Safety. We did a couple of times. It might have just been in the conversation.
Yep. Sure.
But he comes on and joins us. Not as regular as we like, but we love having him on.
He's very busy.
Exactly.
I think he's
protecting
quite busy
and serving.
in Galveston.
But we tried to get him on, a week or so ago, a couple of times. And his schedule changes.
His schedule's always in
because just like Don, he gets called out sometimes. Things happen, and he's got to go.
We always appreciate him coming on and sharing his
I hope
knowledge
to see him
and
tonight.
his passion for what he does.
Yeah, I think that would be fun if he showed up.
Because I don't drink when we play. That could be tragic.
Well, apparently.
You haven't seen me play. Okay.
Maybe that could be good or bad.
Yeah, we're going to go to top of the hour, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
Commercials.
We need to run a couple of spots, and then we'll come back.
Okay. So this is In Wheel Time, Car Talk Show, your weekly go-to, all things automotive place.
We'll be back after this.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Exactly. Thank you so much.
Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly cruise-in, will return Saturday, December 18th to the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy. Tailpipes and Tacos wants to thank all of the participants and fans who have enjoyed the collector cars, hot rods, customs, originals, and resto mods, and everything in between. We'll be taking a break for Thanksgiving and Autorama, but we'll be back for a great Christmas cruise-in on December 18th, so make plans now. You know that Tailpipes and Tacos is the Houston area's coolest cruise-in, a place you'll see friends, family, and the finest cruise-in cars in the Houston area. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Get your ride ready for a very special Christmas cruise-in, Loopy style. It's Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, December 18th. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Let's celebrate the Christmas season together at the next Tailpipes and Tacos on December 18th. We'll see you then, weather permitting.